I have a good question for you, my dearest viewer. How would you define famous? Perhaps it's being surrounded by millions of people who all know your name. Perhaps it's only 100,000. Maybe it's a mere 342 people. Or maybe it's just 5 people. Anyways, the point is, I'm not nearly as famous as some famous people are. I'm not surrounded by millions who know my name, and honestly, that sounds like a great hassle, and I don't know if I want to ever be like that. But I could. And if I ever will, today's the start. Because as I am recording this video, I feel more famous than ever. Because we're about to see something I spoke of in a community post, but before we go there, I just want to say goodbye to 2023 again. Anyways, so yeah, we're just hanging out at the city pub, waiting for night to fall. But you know what we can actually do is just sleep on the floor like a jerk. Anyways, I had said this in a community post before, so you might be one of the 2 people who read it. This is my city, and there are chunk errors in this city. And this is finally the video where I actually showcase what's beyond this wall and into the city. This city is... it's very, very unfinished. Like, look at this. But there are some things that I think are neat, like this tower right here. It's got some detail. Let's just go for a stroll. And I got some pretty interesting buildings coming up ahead, but right here is the first chunk error. It's just this whole mountain, just a big piece of it's missing. Here's the next one. So, as you can see, this is a beach in the middle of a jungle, which is just unbelievably awesome. And this one is where we really start to see why I'm keeping these. So this is an ocean biome. You ever thought you'd see dolphins in a dripstone cave? I bet you didn't, but yeah, it happens, and this is how. So I've already done some work on this one. As you can see, I built the walls around it down to the bottom, and that's sort of my plan for the other ones, to just have them shaped like this with brick and cobblestone. Ever thought you'd see a snowy mountain inside of a giant dripstone cave carved down the mountain? There's a creeper there. This one right here is not a chunk error, but it kind of looks like one at first sight, so I'll just clear that out of the way. Alright. First off, ignore all these buildings and look at this. So, allow me to explain this tiny bridge I made. I built that to get across and work on this building, but this little mountain decided to slide its way in here and just... like, we're not even anywhere near snow level, and snow is underneath the ground. Now that is just going to make my day interesting every time I look at it, but I don't really know if I want to keep it because it doesn't actually make snow. This is windswept hills in a jungle. And that's just unbelievable. Alright, so now let's go into this one right here. This one's quite interesting. So, I had an entire, like, hollowed out mountain here. I didn't hollow it myself. It was natural, but I thought it looked cool. And, I don't know, it's just a big cave, and then suddenly a frickin' snowy mountain just decides to just say hello and do this. So, but if we look on the chunk errors, as you can see, it says the stony shore, not a stony mountain. That's quite bizarre. That's weird, but I don't think I want to keep this, and I don't want to keep the giant opening in my cave. I want to fix the roof. I want to mine all this for material. Yeah. The thing I like about this one, though, and it's just funny, is this was all mountain where this building was right here. This was all mountain, and then I just destroyed all of it. And eventually it dug into this cave, and that's why there's so much missing. There was already a ravine here, but like, this was all just like hollowed away. But I kind of like the view it provides. Like, oh hey, what a nice building. And then just maybe a door right here. You walk down onto this little ledge and into the streets again. But before you go back into the streets, you see this like big cave entrance here, and it's like, ooh, I wonder what's down there. It's beautiful. We got this like weird abnormal fucking artifact in the way. Wow, that's just amazing. This right here was a full like tower, actually, like the one before. It's not like a building. It's just a random tower that I think looks neat, and just a random statue. And now it looks like this. As cool as I think this is, and the fact that I didn't even do that is what makes it better, I still want to rebuild the tower, and well, that's why I'm recording this, because now it's in the history books. We'll never forget about it, and they'll study it 1,000 years later. Okay. Next is this one right here, which is by far the most interesting one, and I have done some work on it, but this little ledge right here, I built it because it turns out the chunk border is right on these stairs, like right here. So I've fallen in this thing so many times, and I am so lucky that it decided to spawn an ocean here, because I've seen chunk errors with actual like voids inside of them. It just gets rid of the bedrock entirely. And that was back on Bedrock Edition when I was going through a phase of playing that, and it was real stinky just falling into those all the time, because I used to make them appear all the time, just screwing my game up, kind of like today. And I don't really know what caused them to be screwed up like this. I think it might have been when I got my internet plan and I tried 1.8. I might have clicked on this world by accident, but I don't remember if that was a dream or not, so whatever. I built this little ledge here. It's beautiful, I know, and yeah, we can just kind of fall into an ocean that's in the middle of a jungle that's in the middle of a city that I built. And it spawns dolphins, so I plan on making a sewer waterways system underneath the streets of my city, and I want to make separate rooms just for spawning dolphins in and transporting them to other areas, because this is amazing. Like, come on, like, free dolphins grace whenever you want when you're swimming in the sewers. Is that what else could you want? What else could you want? I don't know what else you could want. So for the last part of this video, I just want to kind of showcase these buildings off a bit. I kind of like the way they look. Just wanted to show you them. You can tell me what you think in the comments. I don't know. If you think they're cool, you know, you can leave a like. If you think they're ugly, you can also leave a like. And I don't know, they're really unfinished. Just the outside, the flash of the outside is what's been made, but on the inside, we got a lot of things to work with. I've built the wall here. This was all like more mountain strip too. I just cut it all out. Got the floor plans, make some rooms and closets that I don't need, and now we got this building here, which is very recent. I actually finished the roof of this like 2 days ago, because I wanted to at least have this to showcase in the video, like, so I don't run out of content. And as you can see, we got a lot of room to work with on these buildings. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little shenanigans video I made. Feel free to tell me whatever you think about my buildings in the comments. If you think they're cool, then they're cool. If you think they look like piles of snot, then they're piles of snot in your opinion. And in my opinion, they're okay, I guess. But yeah. All right, guys. I hope you have a nice day. I need to make breakfast, and I'll see you tomorrow.